I was thinking yesterday about our political system, and I was reading something else about Stockholm Syndrome, and I started thinking to myself, I think that American voters are suffering from a type of Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome is the psychological phenomenon where hostages start to express empathy and sympathy and have positive feelings towards their captors. And sometimes it even goes to the point of defending them. Experts say, researchers say, about 8% of hostages show signs of Stockholm Syndrome. And I was thinking about our electoral system, and we have a system that is completely rigged. We have no choice but to work within the existing system because otherwise we get arrested if we work too far outside of the system. And the rules of our political system don't allow true democracy. We have really a corporatocracy or a dollarocracy, to borrow a term from John Nichols' book. And if you want to do something truly outside of the two-party system, you're either going to be completely marginalized or you will be essentially impotent in making and affecting actual change, because we have a system that holds, through its use of money, is holding voters hostage, and voters are starting to empathize with the hostage takers in the sense that we see lots of people say, you know, I think I can work within the existing political system to get real change. I'm going to file a petition on change.org. I'm going to hold a sign in Zuccotti Park in Manhattan. I'm going to call my congressman and say, I really want you to voice your opinion on this. And ultimately, we get to the empathy or the sympathy, which is, well, we did what we could or we did nothing in the period between elections. And right now, it's just, this is the option that we have. And I've said this also, right? I've said on the eves of elections, I wish we had a different system. I wish that we had better candidates that had a real shot at winning. But ultimately, right now, it comes down to these two choices. And this one is slightly less bad than this other one. And I really am feeling like this is a form of Stockholm Syndrome. We're starting to say, well, it is the system we have, and we're kind of going to work within it. And it's not that bad. I think we can do something. We can make some change. And if psychologically 8% of hostages show signs of Stockholm Syndrome, it's way more than that with voters.
Certainly in our case, we're a bit more aware of everything that's going on in government than your average American citizen, I would say, because this is our job. This is what we do.
Many people are busy. Yeah, they're not, they're paying attention to their everyday lives. Yeah.
And in our case, it's not, we don't have that sympathy, I don't think. So maybe it's a matter of just knowing all the facts, but I think you're right. There's definitely something psychological going on here.
The question to the audience: what could wake people up and get them out of the Stockholm Syndrome symptoms vis-a-vis the electoral system?